There's a simple way you can tell a lie versus the truth, literally in a second flat. And in today's video, I'm going to actually give you two different factors that allows you to make this determination. There are actually multiple, but these are the biggest two that you'll most frequently see. Watch this video of Georgia Congressman Andrew Clyde, and we'll discuss these truth detecting techniques right after.
There was no insurrection, and to call it an insurrection, in my opinion, is a bold-faced lie. Watching the TV footage of those who entered the Capitol and walked through Statuary Hall showed people in an orderly fashion staying between the stanchions and ropes taking videos and pictures. You know, if you didn't know the TV footage was a video from January the 6th, you would actually think it was a normal tourist visit.
Well, wasn't this a very interesting statement? He called the insurrection a bold-faced lie.
And to call it an insurrection, in my opinion, is a bold-faced lie.
And yet, if you watch some other footage that has surfaced since he made this statement, it's extraordinary that he had the moxie to come out with this statement, given that, in truth, the man is a hero. He helped save the people in the House chamber from the insurrectionists, what appeared to be certain death. Certainly the Secret Service thought so with all their guns drawn, and he thought so with the amount of emotion that he was showing. But instead, later he goes and he flip-flops and he tries to say this lie that is so outwardly a lie. It's amazing that he thought he can get away with it. Did he think that people were going to forget that picture? It's extraordinary, and yet this is something that you see people who are lying do all the time. They think by just their boldness of their words that people will believe them. And this is the main key to look for when somebody is lying, that their words contradict their actions. Their words contradict their actions. And for understanding the second technique for distinguishing the truth from a lie, let's watch the second video of him when two reporters approached him about his statements.
So, Congressman, okay, so do you stand by your statement yesterday that when you said yesterday it was a Capitol, like a Capitol tour? Do you stand by those statements?
Do you regret saying that? Five people died, including police officers, and you're here today honoring police officers.
If you're honest in your statement.
What's wrong about it when that's what you said?
Think about what you just said. You didn't take what I said in context at all.
So can you explain to us?
Explain to
us.
You go listen to what I said, okay?
We did. So
do you believe that January 6th was an insurrection?
So here it is, common thing, what somebody who lies does, they go on the offensive. They try to make it seem as if you're lying, as if you're wrong, as if you're attacking them, as if morally you've done something wrong. This thing that he says, if you're honest in your statement, how much of a flip-flop can that be from who's being honest with their statement? And then the reporter says, what's wrong about it? And he says, think about what you just said. It didn't take what I said in context. What? With these pictures having emerged of him, literally being a hero, how he could have been remembered, but instead him having used this circumstance as if everybody was going to forget that. It's kind of very strange how people's brains work. He just does what people so typically do when they lie. They go on the offensive.
That's what you said.
Think about what you just said. You didn't take what I said in context at all.
So what did he mean you took it out of context? You know, yes, indeed, there were people who were at one point parading very nicely as if they were indeed tourists through Statuary Hall, staying between the stanchions as he talked about. But does he somehow or another think that it's taking it out of context when we're literally outside the building and what those people did to enter was brutally assaulting and injuring about 150 policemen? And did the reporter take it out of context with his own actions, where he's standing next to Secret Servicemen with their guns drawn, him emotionally yelling at whatever he said in that moment, him being the hero that he was and helping to barricade that door? The main thing to remember here, this is something that people who are lying, not telling the truth, do very consistently. They go on the offensive. They try to make you seem wrong. So just take that for what it is. Somebody's like that, hold the space, phase one. They've been caught, they know it, you know it, and there's no reason for you to have to do anything else. They've proven it themselves. In a future video, we're going to go over additional points, how you can tell more subtle signs when somebody isn't telling the truth. It's not always this obvious, but for now, realize that in a high percentage of the circumstances, people's actions will contradict what people say. When speaking your truth, remember just to always speak your highest truth. The highest truth is that which unites and creates harmony versus that which polarizes and divides. Stay tuned for an upcoming video where I go over even more subtle points of how to detect a lie versus the truth. It's not always this obvious, but actually I would say in a good 50, 60, 70% it is, that people's actions don't match their words. We'll be going over even more subtle ways to detect in the future. God bless.